Hello and welcome to Talking Really on the 13th of February. Now obviously it's Pancake Day today in the UK, so we should be enjoying ourselves with pancakes. However, today's topic I want to talk about is dealing with bullies. That's online bullies and also in your face bullies. But at the moment, as you can see from this video over here, I came across today, or yesterday rather, I came across a Chap Quinton TV, and I've known about him for a little while because he makes videos about other vloggers. But interestingly, why I'm mentioning it is because in this video he is talking about a vlogger, another vlogger, who's developed a reputation. Put it that way. That's a polite way of putting it. He's put himself out there, making comments on other people's channels, other creators' channels. And if you watch the video, you'll notice that everything in it is true, as far as I can tell from my own personal experience. I don't want people to think that I'm jumping on the bandwagon with this. I've kept quiet because I don't really think that highlighting a bully is going to help deal with it. Now, the best way to deal with bullies is obviously to front them up. And I've had to deal with bullies all my life, including, if you watch this video up the top there, you'll see that I talk about some of it in my visits back to my hometown where I grew up. I had a bully experience there several times. One was when I was riding my three-wheel bike and some kids asked to try it. The only problem is that they wouldn't give it back, and I was left there unable to walk very far as a young child. And I was left in this park whilst they deliberately withheld my bike. And another time as a youngster, I went to the fair that was in the car park. I was playing quietly on the slots, and some kids, older kids, came over and took the money in the bottom of the receptacle where you win. They took the money out of there, expecting me to sort of turn around and fight them. I immediately went over to the customer service desk and splurted out that they were taking my money and bullying me, and in between time they put the money back in the machine. However, it sort of spoilt my rest of my day. I sort of got on my bike and went home, so I didn't really enjoy myself. But that was when I was younger. I didn't have much idea of how to relate to able-bodied people because I went to a school purely for disabled people. We were sort of segregated in those days in boarding school, so we didn't really come across our own age group. Well, I didn't anyway until I went home. Anyway, back to the relevancy of watching this video. So this guy who's been named, I don't need to repeat the name, but it's fairly obvious who it is. I've actually met him. If you watch this video up the top, you'll see that as part of my Thailand trip, me and my wife, we went to meet. I was after meeting people in Pattaya, and he was there, so we arranged to meet up. He seemed like a very sort of reasonable guy. We had a chat, we had a little bit to eat, and I made this vlog. Fair enough. Anyway, roll on 2 years and or whatever it was, a year and a half, and I've been racking my brains trying to think when all of this started, and I know that I was talking to my friend at the time, Simon, who has a channel, who I talk to him daily, he told me that he was having issues with this guy making comments and making aspersions and emailing and things like this, basically causing a lot of hassle. I also know that he has hassled another vlogger, well-known vlogger, with comments and stupid sort of unnecessary comments and observations. Anyway, so as I say, I've been trying to rack my brains when all of this started, and the only thing that I can work out is I was doing a live stream, and I can't remember exactly which live stream it was, but there's live streams here, you know, you can have a look at them, playlist, and one of those, some of the people we have, I mean, this was before the rule about not talking about other people. All of this hassle is it attracts people to come on there and start slagging you off and creating problems. Anyway, so yeah, as far as I can make out, some people were talking about vloggers, and I happened to mention that there was a particular vlogger that had a very droll voice. You know, they sort of have a very monotone voice. Now, hand on heart, okay, hand on heart, it was not this vlogger, and that is the truth. That is gospel truth. I was not talking about him, but somebody else. Now, obviously, I can't say who that is, because then that would just create a whole new ball game. Anyway, the other guys, the guys on the live stream were then talking about this blogger, and I told everybody to stop doing it. And if you look at the video, you'll see in the comments, because the comments were on screen, the fact is that I said do not talk about other vloggers, and we know that this guy was on my live stream in the chat, because basically otherwise how would he know? Now, he claims that somebody told him that he was being talked about. However, wrongly so, because he wasn't being talked about by me. Anyway, after that I had a flurry, I mean literally a flurry of comments coming from him on all of my videos. And in the best part, if you watch this video, you'll see that in the beginning they sort of become, they're very innocuous. They're sort of, you know, they're offering opinion, which I don't particularly like anyway, because if you have an opinion, keep it to yourself, because I'm not really interested in opinions. I've got my own opinions, and when people start telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing on my channel is when my ears shut, because I'm not really interested in, if it's advice and it's good advice, and it's basically, if it's saying things like, oh, your channel is shit, that's not advice. That is just a comment. That is opinion, and I don't take any notice of that, and it will get deleted and you will be banned. So, but if you can say like, oh, I think really that it's a good idea, but maybe have you tried doing so and so, that isn't that is advice. That is not an opinion. That is probably helpful advice, something that I haven't seen before, and I'm open for that, because I think that's a good thing. You know, we're all never too big to have advice and guidance, because you may not have thought of everything, and certainly some of the people that I have on my channel are very good at that, and they will offer advice because they want my channel to improve. Anyway, basically what we're down to is that he took offence. He would not have it that I wasn't talking about him. I had not mentioned him. The other guys were told to stop talking about him, and he was asked to go and deal with whoever it was talking about him privately off my channel. So in the end, we had this running discussion, some of which were on videos that had no relevance to anything at all, and there was insinuations left in his comments. And as you see from this video here, this is what he does. He escalates the types of comments to include little snidey little sniper comments that are really digging in, and they're deliberate in order to antagonise. Anyway, I said to him, if he doesn't stop, he'll get banned from my channel. So in the end, he was banned from my channel, and then basically that was it for a little while, until I had made a video. This isn't a video that I actually made and issued, but you can see here, I'll show you some of the video that I put out. And this chappie made a claim with YouTube for a breach of privacy. So of course I had this email from YouTube telling me that they were investigating the breach of privacy on this video, and I should either edit it, delete it, or remove it, or change it so that it doesn't show any privacy information. I mean, I did attempt to edit it and blur out the area, but the blurring program didn't work on YouTube, so I made it private and I took it immediately off of the channel. The next day, after having the YouTube message, I had an email from said person, and they wrote this. And as you can see, I've highlighted the offensive phrase that I wasn't very happy about, and is also why I'm making this video. Even if I win on YouTube, he is going to nail me. And there's several things about that. One is that, as far as I'm aware, Simon Landers Miles is okay, not had anything done, and is still there. I'm just flabbergasted that somebody could threaten you, bully you in the way that they are, saying, well, if I don't win, then I'm going to get you anyway. It's very, very childish, and also very Brexit, as far as I can tell, because Brexit, you had a vote, people didn't like the vote, and they're saying, well, I'm going to change it anyway. It's like, well, hang on, I don't want the video to be gloating, but this morning I've had a message from YouTube telling me that my video is fine. In theory, I can put it back up as public. Now, at the moment, the video is still private. And I'm making this video because, one, I hate bullies, and I want to prove to you that if you stand up to bullies, then you can you don't have to suffer. So I just want to end up with offering you a olive branch, a way of saving face. Not because I'm scared of being nailed, because, you know, I say, well, bring it on, because, you know, what can you do? It's like so childish. It feels like being back at school in the playground, you know. In the interests of friendship, and I have no feelings either way, and I know you have this idea in your head that I've done something to you, and it warrants you giving me this verbal and written abuse and all of this hassle with YouTube. And to be fair, I have plenty of other things to be going on with, that while I'm wasting time dealing with this, I can't be doing that, and I really don't have the time to carry on with it. So I'm going to offer you the chance to walk away, forget it, and put it all behind you, right? So what I'm saying to you is, if you're willing to do that, and I will leave it as private. Now, because I can't block anybody on other people's pages, I saw that he was on there. He was commenting on there. I did not comment on him. I did not comment on his comment. I made my own comment. and that was it. I thought that was it. Anyway, next day, well, I see that there's a comment on it, and this is what he wrote. Now, would anybody disagree with me by saying that that is a bit antagonistic and underhanded? Because mentioning what he did, I just think it's deliberate, a deliberate act to incite an argument, as it were. Now, what you can't see is my response to that, which I added later after I'd had time to think about it, because there are allegations out there. I'm not gonna repeat them, but there are allegations out there which relate to his channel. But you know, there's no evidence for that, so I'm not going to repeat what I know or what I suspect. That's it then. I'm off. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you again, and don't forget, comment down below. Bye for now.